Have you ever seen a bouncing, shaggy, happy-go-lucky dog that looks like a walking dust mop with a twinkle in its eye? Chances are, you've met the wonderful Bearded Collie, or as their fans affectionately call them, the Beardie. But where did this bundle of fur and joy come from? Their story is as rich and fascinating as their beautiful coats. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's journey back in time to uncover the history of the Bearded Collie. Our story begins not in Scotland, as you might expect, but in Poland, way back in 1514. A Polish merchant named Kazimierz Grawski sailed to Scotland to trade grain for sheep. He brought along 6 of his Polish lowland sheepdogs to help manage the flocks. A Scottish shepherd saw these dogs in action and was so impressed by their herding ability that he traded one of his best rams and an Awe for 3 of Grawski. As dogs, 2 females and 1 male. These Polish dogs are believed to be the foundational ancestors of the Bearded Collie we know and love today. Once in the Scottish Highlands, these dogs were crossed with local herding breeds. It's thought that dogs like the Old English Sheepdog, and perhaps even the Commander, might be in their distant family tree. The goal was to create a dog perfectly suited for the harsh, unforgiving Scottish terrain. They needed a dog that was tough, intelligent, and agile enough to herd sheep and drive cattle over long distances, often in miserable weather. The result was the Highland Collie, or Mountain Collie, the direct predecessor of our modern Beardie. This dog wasn't just a pretty face. It was an indispensable working partner. Their shaggy, double coat wasn't for show. It was a weatherproof shield against the rain, wind, and cold of the Highlands. Their boundless energy and can-do attitude made them perfect for gathering stray sheep from the hillsides. Farmers and shepherds relied on them completely. Interestingly, they developed a unique herding style. Unlike some breeds that nip at the heels of livestock, the Beardie would use its body and its loud, distinctive bark to move the flock. They were known for their independent thinking, often making decisions on their own out in the fields. A trait that still shines through in their clever, sometimes mischievous personalities today. For centuries, the Bearded Collie remained a well-kept secret of Scottish shepherds. They were bred for working ability, not for a standardized appearance. This meant their looks could vary quite a bit from region to region. Some were darker, some lighter, some bigger, some smaller. They were simply known as the trusty Scottish sheepdog. They were so valued for their work that they rarely left the farms they were born on. The breed's journey from a humble farm dog to a beloved family pet really began in the early 20th century. However, like many breeds, both World War I and World War II took a heavy toll on their numbers. Food was scarce, and breeding dogs was a luxury few could afford. By the end of World War II, the Bearded Collie was on the brink of extinction. The breed was so rare that it was almost lost to history forever. But then, a bit of serendipity, or perhaps fate, stepped in. In 1944, a woman named Mrs. G.O. Willison was trying to find a Shetland sheepdog puppy. She had ordered one from a Scottish farm, but due to a mix-up, the puppy that arrived wasn't a Sheltie. It was a brown and white, shaggy little thing she named Jeannie. Mrs. Willison fell in love with this unexpected arrival. After searching for information, she discovered that Jeannie was, in fact, a Bearded Collie. Realizing how rare these dogs were, Mrs. Willison became determined to save the breed. She searched far and wide for a suitable mate for Jeannie. After years of looking, she found a male named David at a local beach. The pairing of Jeannie and David, at her Bothkenner kennel, became the foundation for the modern Bearded Collie breed as we know it today. Almost every registered Bearded Collie in the world can trace its lineage back to this incredible pair and Mrs. Willison's dedicated efforts. Thanks to her work, the breed's popularity began to grow, first in Britain and then around the world. The Bearded Collie Club was formed in the UK in 1955. Their charming looks and even more charming personalities started catching the eyes of people outside of the farming community. They began appearing in dog shows, and people discovered what a fantastic companion they could be. The first Beardies were imported to the United States in the late 1950s, but they remained quite rare for another decade. The Bearded Collie Club of America was founded in 1969. And the American Kennel Club officially recognized the breed in 1976, placing it in the herding group. From that point on, their popularity has steadily climbed. Today, the Bearded Collie is cherished more as a family companion and show dog than a working drover. But that history is still very much a part of them. Their intelligence, their energy, their desire to be with their flock, which is now their human family, all stem from their shepherding past. They are known for being playful, charismatic, and incredibly loving. That famous Beardie bounce is a pure expression of their joyful outlook on life. So, the next time you see a shaggy, bouncing Beardie, remember their incredible journey. From the Polish plains to the Scottish highlands, from the brink of extinction to the heart of our homes, the history of the Bearded Collie is a testament to resilience, dedication, and the unbreakable bond between humans and dogs. They are a living, barking piece of history, and a wonderful reminder of how a little bit of accidental magic can save a breed. Thank you so much for watching and learning about the fascinating history of the Bearded Collie with us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories behind our favorite four-legged friends. We'd love to hear about your own Beardie experiences in the comments below. See you in the next video.